Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Justin Oblos, and I like to welcome you to my new for those people who really can't cook. Now, of course, y'all have seen my parody videos of me actually cooking, but this is gonna be really just a tutorial for people that don't really know how to cook well. But you know, this is gonna be something easy for y'all to figure out. So let's get started. So today we're going to be making regular spaghetti. All you're gonna need is spaghetti noodles, some easy bought sauce, I use Prego usually, oil, and as well as a pan. Alright, so the first thing you're gonna want to do is, well, first let me turn on the light, is dump in some noodles. So I'm only gonna use a certain portion because it's just gonna be for myself. So, oh shit. That should be about good enough. And I like to do is just break them in half. That way it all fits in the pan. Next thing you want to do is fill up about halfway with water. So let me go ahead and do that. So now I have the water a little bit more than halfway. That way it could just cover the noodles, and then you just turn on the stove. And I usually like to put it a little bit more than medium there. And the other thing I want to do is add some vegetable oil, that way the noodles don't stick with each other. And to add extra flavor, you want to add just a little bit of salt just to layer the top a little bit. That should be good enough right there. And then of course we're just going to wait until it boils over. Alright, so as you can see, the noodles are starting to boil a little bit. I'm just moving it around, that way the noodles won't actually stick. And we're going to get it to the right consistency that you're going to want with the noodles. Of course you don't want it really tough like this, you know. You want to be able to break it and there not be white inside of the noodles, and you'll see what I'm talking about whenever I grab one of these. So as you can kind of see, there's a little bit of white inside the noodles, and that's what you're not wanting to do. You want it to actually be clear. And of course you can taste it yourself and then see, okay, I don't want that consistency. So we're gonna let it boil a little bit. As you can see now, the noodles are starting to get to that consistency I want. The easy way to check it, like I said, is just grab a noodle and then see on the inside if it's still white or not. So let's get this one. And as you can kind of see right there, there's a little bit of white in there. But I just tasted it right now, and it seems to be a good consistency for myself. Of course, it's going to depend on you, of what you like. Alright, so now that it's strained out, you can see that there's still a little bit of water inside of the pasta itself. That's just so I could have the sauce not be so thick, as well as since the stove is still on, it won't burn the noodles. So now I'm going to add the Prego, or whatever you decide to get for your sauce. Of course, it could be any type of pasta sauce. People like using marinara, people like using Alfredo. It's really up to you what you're wanting. So I'm just gonna add a little bit in there and just stir it. You don't really need to preheat the sauce. Of course, people do it sometimes. I really don't. I just like adding it in there, just so it won't lose some of that flavor. And it's good to do it this way, little by little. That way, if you think you need more sauce, you could add it. Or if you've added too much, then you know the water will pretty much dilute it as well. So of course for me, I need a little bit more sauce just because I really like pasta sauce. It's my favorite thing in the world. Ooh, that was a little too much, but it's alright. So you're just gonna mix it around, of course, until it's fully in there. And voila, we have spaghetti. Easily made, under 10 minutes. The hardest thing was, of course, getting the noodles to boil correctly, but it looks delicious. Now, one thing I like adding while it's still hot is a little bit of mozzarella cheese. Now, a lot of people like using Parmesan, but me, I like using the mozzarella just to add a little bit more flavor to it. And plus, I love cheese, so that's another thing about me. So you're just gonna sprinkle a little bit on top, just to kind of get it in there. And then you're gonna add your Parmesan later if you're into it. Of course, people that don't like cheese, don't add cheese. It's really gonna be up to you. And this right here is the finished product. I'm gonna give it a quick little taste to see how it came out. So let's give this a shot. Yep, came out really good. And this has been Cooking with Justin. Thanks for watching. Of course, I'm gonna make a bunch of other simple dishes that are easily made. So if you like this recipe, please give it a like. Leave some comments below of things you want to see me make in the future. And as always, I will see y'all in the next video.